All right, Shalom, Mike Young. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone and rule well, and much, peace, safety, and blessings to the hopefully elect throughout the four winds, pushing his truth and sincerity and diligence. All right, his brother y'all from the great millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp, coming back again with another brief lesson. And as always, Lord, will it be edifying to the elect, and this is something that was on my spirit, that I want to, just start the camera up, man, and, get into. Lord willing, don't be too lengthy, just gonna get straight to the point, and ultimately touch upon, the things, which, I'm just thinking about right now, because ultimately, when we come into this truth, all right, the Lord don't bring us into this truth to play the blame game, all right, and I'm saying that amongst ourselves, within our daily walks, man, all right, we must look into the mirror, keep it real with yourself. And ultimately, as the scriptures say, in 2 Corinthians 13, man, examine yourselves. All right, we must examine, our own selves, man, because we have impurities. We have individual impurities within ourselves, which the Lord constantly bring us through these trials to get it out of us. So you might have impurities that the next brother might not have. Likewise with that brother and you. So we don't come in the truth ultimately to play the blame game, man. All right, and sometimes you can fall short and blame yourself. The scripture tell you let not those sins weigh you down. All right. You can come into this truth and blame ultimately all the ways of this world. These reasons are why you're not prospering, why you're not benefiting anything. All right. Why you're still stuck in the same spot when it comes to you ultimately gaining more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. That's you playing that blame game, man. All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. All right, because if you're in the faith, first and foremost, we know that the Lord has to give you that portion of faith in order to believe and to trust and to keep fighting. All right, but it says examine yourselves, and one of the main key examples was Yahushua. All right, if you're a man of the Lord, you're gonna be moving the same way Yahushua did. All right, why? Because it was His Spirit, that was placed upon the elect. All right, it says, prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? You see, you know exactly what you do within a 24-hour span. All right. Of course, this balance takes walk. All right. But if you're letting anything get in the way of you increasing daily, man. All right. Increasing your faith and increasing your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. Because this truth isn't about just, putting up videos. All right. Yeah, we were subject to warning the elect. All right. But, hey, man, before you can really warn the elect, you have to make sure that you're right. You have to make sure that your character isn't off, man, when you're judging matters. All right. Or when you're dealing with people. All right. Because you can have, you can have thousands of videos up, but outside the camera, you have a fucked up character, And that really goes to all of those impurities, man. That's why that fire is being put ultimately upon the men of the Lord, man, because that's how we're going to be found blameless and without spot, as it speaks about in Revelations the 14th chapter when Yahushua makes their return. All right, so it really starts now, man. It actually started the part or the moment the Lord woke you up and brought you into the fold, man. It says how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, man. All right, but I trust in ye shall know that we are not reprobates. All right. Because we're going to be doing exactly what Yahweh Shem Yahushua commanded of us. Real quick, let me get this 1 Thessalonians. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 11. It says, I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, and indeed ye do it toward all the brethren which are in Macedonia. But we beseech you, brethren, that ye increase more and more. So if it shows if you're playing a blame game or not, because you're not going to be increasing, man. All right. That fruit, let me get that real quick. Which ultimately, as it tells you in 1 Corinthians also, that the Lord give it that increase. All right. Real quick. This is the book of Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 7. All right. This is Matthew chapter 7. And I'll start at verse. Let me see. I'll start at verse 17. It says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, which is increase, man. All right. It says, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. All right. You're not going to be increasing. It might come around for a season, but ultimately it's going to fall away. All right. It says a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. And this is going to be a tree that's what founded upon what a great foundation. All right. It's going to be deeply rooted. Okay. Unmovable. All right. And ultimately it's going to be in the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, that's why it's constantly what getting that increase, man. It says every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down. So the longer you play this blame game, you say this is the reason why you're not doing this. This is the reason why you can't go into the hedges. This is the reason why. And that's ultimately the same saying over and over and over. This is the reason why. This is what's going to happen to it. It says every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire, man. All right. So while everyone is hastening the day and, you know, working out their own salvation, fighting these daily trials, still putting their trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, no matter what we go through, okay, when you get to the end, you're going to fall short. All right? You're going to fall short, and you don't want that, man. Why? You played the blame game the whole time. All right? You didn't say the hell with that and overcome it, okay? It says, wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. All right? Verse 21, not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord. And this is who? Yahushua speaking. You know? Not everyone that says what Yahushua shall enter to the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven, man. You see? So in order to do the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're subject to what? Overcoming a whole lot of bullshit. You know? The same thing Yahushua did when he walked. He overcame. All right? He overcame. Let me read verse 23. It says, and then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. All right. Ye that work iniquity. And then when you continue to go on, you know, it talks about that house, you know, which goes into the same topic that was basically founded upon a rock, man. All right. Which was Yahushua, you know, deeply rooted, unmovable. OK, real quick. Let me go back to 1 Thessalonians, if I'm not mistaken, 4, and I'll read verse 10 again. It says, and indeed ye do it toward all the brethren which are in Macedonia, but we beseech you, brethren, that ye increase more and more. All right, because what? And this thing was supposed to grow daily. All right, it says, and that ye study to be quiet and do your own business. You see, because you have to put your hands to your own work. All right, you have to put your hands on that plow, man. All right, you got to get grimy on your own. All right, what the next man do ain't gonna get you to the kingdom, man. All right, it says, and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. Okay, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing. You see? It says, but I would have you not, Salakia, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brother, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have hope. You see? So it's all about being found not slothful, man. All right, not slacking. All right, the more you work, the more you grow. Okay, let me get that real quick. Luke, this is Luke chapter 9. I think 62. This is Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. All right, it says, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand on a plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High, man. Because right now, as we're working, all right, we're looking to be found fit for the kingdom. All right, that's what we want to be, man. We want to be found fit for the kingdom. Real quick, let me get that word, the definition of fit in the etymology online. All right, it says to be fit is, let me see. Okay, real quick. Okay, it says to be suited to the circumstances. All right, an adversary of equal power. All right, it says properly trained for action. You see, to be properly trained for action, man. And that's why the scriptures say what study to that ye be. Let me get it real quick. I don't want to butcher it. All right, real quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. It says, study to shew thyself approved unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. All right, when we go out on those hedges, man, we know that at the end of the day, we're not going to be ashamed. Why? Not only is that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us, you know, but what? Hey, man, we understand that what the work we put in is what we're going to put out. All right, We're going to get whatever we put in, man. If you're not studying, it's going to show. All right? If you're not doing what you have to do for the Lord, it's going to show, man. Why? You're going to be weak. You're going to be feeble. All right? It says a workman that needed not to be ashamed. All right? Rightly dividing the word of truth. You have to rightly be able to what? Divide the scriptures. If not, you're not apt to teach. Right? Okay? Let's go back to the definition. It says, let me see, I think, okay, properly trained for action. Survival of the fittest. So to be fit, hey man, the Lord is basically letting us tap not only into God mode, but survival mode, man. All right, you look at the book of Eli. He understood that all he had was what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. God, That's what he had, man. He had that word, and he totally let that word control him, So if we're bounded by Sophia, all right, we're not subject to what? Playing the blame game. Because ultimately the main enemy in this thing is ourselves, man. That's why what? It's a constant war between the flesh and the spirit. All right? The flesh is weak as hell, man. But what? That spirit is willing. All right? So you have to let that spirit ultimately overpower the flesh, man. All right? And that's the key to overcoming, man. All right? All right, so with that, man, Lord willing, this brief topic was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Ruel. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth and sincerity and diligence. Till next time, Shalom.